Well, Brands Hatch played host to the first ever Super Silly Wet Round of 2021. The lights went out on race number 1 and we were racing for the first time in the series. The field made their way into Paddock Hill Bend for the first time. A good lead for Scott Kinton in 1:45 led the way, with Callum Thornton second place in car number 68. One car off to the grass on the infield briefly, so a bit of a scare, but it was nothing as Nigel Foster, 53, flattened to the back of Anderson, taking a yellow winkle as well in 5:24. So a big crash at Druids Hairpin, seeing the first problem of the race. Hayes 293 Kevin van der Bosch tried to look on the inside 157, but it didn't work. 104 Ralph Hodgson went off the road briefly in the VW Corrado over at Clearways and lost a place to the 206 evading the Benzinger, who lent him off the road. Down at Paddock Hill Bend, it was still Kinton from Thornton. Potter in second place is David Ryan in fourth. Going into Druids, they went into the corner side by side, and a spin for Owen Potter led him into the gravel trap, and he got T-boned by Shane Wilms in number 157. Number 30 David Ryan held off Wilms around the outside at Paddock Hill Bend. Wilms having to run off onto the AstroTurf to avoid hitting the gravel trap. Ralph Hodgson was fighting the back of Ashley Benson, going down the inside into Surtees, before Sinnerton came back on the inside of McLaren and got round on the inside at Clearways to take over the position once more in the intense battle for 6th place. A lap later though, the favour came back. AC3 down the inside at Surtees and got the move round the outside into the Clearways complex. The battle would rage on for the entire race between these two as David Ryan had Shane Wilms on his outside. Meanwhile, further up the track at Paddock Hill Bend, once again a complete repeat of the previous lap before. David Ryan had the inside for Druids. They banged door panels once again, but it wasn't enough, and David Ryan kept the position round Druids. Further around the lap, Shane Wilms did get past on the Cooper Straight, and David Ryan would somewhat lose touch from the back of the Dutchman. Lead change meantime, as through came Callum Thornton in car 68 to lead, blocking defensively over 293 Kevin van den Bosch, and well, that was it then. Scott Kinton fell in behind them in third place, seeing a 3-car train for the race lead as they lapped number 36 for Anderson, as you saw in the previous shot at Paddock Hill Bend. Van den Bosch hovered all over the rear wing of the 68 car, but move was not happening at this point in time anyway, into the huge dive led to a bit of contact, and the 68 car being forced wide round Clearways, but somehow managed to hold the position. I say somehow, rather openly, as it was a very big shunt. Van den Bosch was weaving all over trying to find a way past, but soon settled for the slipstream, until a lap later the dive worked. Muscled his way down the inside at Clearways, and got 68 Callum Thornton on the run down the Brabham Straight, in an incredible battle between the top two. Thornton slotted straight back in behind though, was weaving again like Kevin was on the previous lap, and tried at Paddock. He tried to look round the outside, got run off the road very slightly over the rumble strips, and Kevin held the position until Druids. Thornton went to the inside of Druids, got the 293 car and settled, and through went the Bedfordshire based driver. Coming out of Clearways meantime, they were still at it side by side for the race lead. Van den Bosch had the inside of Thornton on the Brabham Straight, but had to start in behind and use the slipstream as a slingshot down to Paddock Hill Bend. But he was too far back and it didn't work. So he got alongside going up Halewood Hill into Druids Hairpin. Couldn't make the move stick as Thornton blocked the inside line fairly successfully. Bit of a nudge coming out of Druids and down Graham Hill towards Graham Hill Bend. And still the Dutchman could not find a way past Callum Thornton. Kevin did everything he knew to try and get past on the Cooper Straight, but again, it was just not happening for him. So he tried again at his favourite overtaking opportunity at McLaren, forced the point on the inside, and through he went to lead the race. Thornton tried to come back, but this was too little too late, we believe. The checkered flag went down, and Van den Bosch took the win. Thornton second place, with Kinton in third. Fourth was Wilms, fifth went to David Ryan, The battle for 6th place was still on between Hodgson and Singleton behind, but Hodgson would hold on at McLaren as the 83 car could not find a way down the inside. Owen Potter would be 7th and the final car to finish in a very hectic race for the Super Silhouette at Brands Hatch.